Welcome to my week 3 battle of the VDL. This week, the Indianapolis Infernapes are taking on Chants, coach of the Garga Namers. We're coming off a rough 2 weeks of losses, but I'm really hoping to turn that around this week. But my opponent does have a pretty threatening team, but I have not forgotten about anything. I took everything into consideration when preparing for this team. Obviously, I can't prepare for literally everything, but I've done the best I can to make sure I have a good chance of winning this battle. So let's take a look at my opponent's team. They have Tapu Bulu, Empoleon, Kilowattrel, Drapion, Hitmonlee, Rhyperior, Avalugg, Bronzor, Swirlix, and Tauros, with their Terra captains being Avalugg with Ice Fighting Ghost and Bronzor with Steel, Electric, and Water. So a few of the things that I'm very scared of. One, Drapion. Drapion is just such an issue for my team to deal with. It 3-hit KOs Bronzong with knockoff like 50% of the time, and just overall is just super annoying, so I can only really deal with it offensively with like Zygarde or maybe getting a burn on it with Lantern. Rhyperior also is pretty scary. It's slow, but it stops Typhlosion, which is my main win con this week. And then Hitmonlee, whether it's Unburden or Reckless, is also just terrifying for me to deal with. So let's take a look at my team. First up, we have Bronzong, rocking just max physical defense. If you take a look at my opponent's team, outside of Kilowattrel and Empoleon, and I guess you could make an argument for Bronzor and Swirlix, but I'm not going to make that argument. It's all physical attackers, so it just made more sense for me to invest a lot more in physical defense this week, so we just went max. This gives us one of the best chances to take knockoffs from Drapion, and then we have a little bit of speed just on the off chance that like Avalugg wanted to run some speed for whatever reason. Going with a special set because Avalugg is such a threat on the physically defensive side, same with Rhyperior. So we're rocking Flash Cannon. This hits Tapu Bulu, it hits Rhyperior, and it hits Avalugg pre-Terra, as well as just Drapion. It's the hardest because we don't really want to run Earthquake with Tapu Bulu being a thing. Shadow Ball is specifically for Terra Ghost Avalugg. That is it. I mean, it also hits Bronzor, which I would have some issues with, and it's a neutral hit against Empoleon. And then we have Psychic. This was for Hitmonlee because I can take a +2 knockoff with my Cobra Berry from it, so decided to throw that. And then Stealth Rocks, you know, obviously we want hazard damage. Next up we have Lantern. I originally had this as a specially defensive set to be able to take Kilowattrel and Empoleon hits, but even without special defense, I just completely wall Kilowattrel. Using Volt Absorb because I don't want to be taking Thunderbolts or things like that, like this just completely walls Kilowattrel. And we're just rocking 4 moves: Scald, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Flip Turn. Flip Turn obviously to get out, and then Ice Beam is specifically to hit Kilowattrel harder. We 2-hit KO with that. As I said previously, Typhlosion is my win con this week, and we're rocking Choice Scarf. I was really up in the air between Choice Scarf and Choice Specs because the power is just crazy, but ultimately I decided the speed would be a little bit more important, especially because Swellow is rocking the Choice Specs, which we'll get to. But we're rocking Eruption, Burn Up, Flamethrower, Focus Blast. Eruption is the main stab. Burn Up is there, you know, a nuke move. I went with it over Overheat because I don't want to miss Overheat. It's not like I'm going to click that multiple times in a row anyways. Flamethrower is just reliable in case, you know, things are weakened and I need to clean up. And then Focus Blast hits Empoleon and Rhyperior the hardest. I had Scorching Sands, but it really just wasn't doing the job the Focus Blast does. And we have enough speed to outspeed a Choice Scarf Max Speed Bulu. I want to keep hazards off the field since I have both Typhlosion with Eruption and Swellow, and my opponent has quite a few Stealth Rock users. So we're bringing Serena, almost max defense. We have enough special defense to take 1 Hurricane from just like a Heavy Duty Boots or like a Leftovers Kilowattrel. Power Whip hits really hard with grassy terrain boosted. Knockoff removes items, and then Synthesis is just to keep Serena healthy. Queenly Majesty is really cool. If it's a fake out normal gym Unburden Hitmonlee, we block that with this, so that's really good in case they don't bring like a Tapu Bulu Grassy Seed set. As I said, we have Choice Specs Swellow, rockin' max speed just to speed tie with Kilowattrel. Boom Burst is just so free. We have Heat Wave in case Bronzor does show up, but I really haven't clicked it like a single time in mocks. U-Turn is to just get out of there, and Defog is just in case Serena goes down and I want to win with Typhlosion and I just need to get rid of hazards. And finally, we're bringing Zygarde 10%. Now, I'm not bringing a Choice Banded. I know I've brought it the last 2 weeks with that, but I decided to go with Focus Sash this week to be able to take 1 hit and then just, you know, hit something a second time. It's really good for pivoting. Like, I feel like I can move Zygarde in and out a lot more freely because I'm not scared of taking a hit. And then, you know, the Focus Sash, we don't want that to get broken, so it also helps that Serena has Rapid Spin. You know, we're good with keeping rocks off the field. Enough speed to outspeed Tauros. 1,000 Arrows hits everything, almost. You know, it doesn't hit Avalugg too well, and it doesn't hit Tapu Bulu. But we have Sludge Wave for Tapu Bulu, which even if it's max HP, we still 2-hit KO with no special attack investment, and it's way more reliable than Iron Tail. It does more damage, and it is 100% accurate versus the 75 from Iron Tail. Extreme Speed is good priority, and then Toxic is in case I catch an Avalugg on the switch-in, because Avalugg is always going to come in on this Zygarde. This thing is such a threat for my opponent's team that it just makes the most sense. So yeah, that's the team for week 3. Really hoping we can win this one this week, so wish me some luck. Alright, here we are with the battle. My opponent brings Hitmonlee, Tapu Bulu, Avalugg, Rhyperior, Drapion, and Kilowattrel. About what I expected, and I'm pretty glad not to see Empoleon. We're going to lead Lantern. That was always the plan here. We have Focus Sash on Zygarde, which is cool, and this is an awesome lead. I'm just able to flip turn this turning to get some momentum as they U-turn, so let's see what they go out into. We see Tapu Bulu. Okay. So now I need to decide what I want to go out into here. Typhlosion looks pretty free. I can just go for an Eruption, and it'll do a decent chunk to Rhyperior. Let me just check how much damage it's going to do. Yeah, so even a defensive one, it will knock out. So we're going to go out into that here. We'll always outspeed. We're meant to outspeed a Choice Scarf Bulu, so we're just going to go for Eruption here. Let's see how much damage. That's not bad. 30%. It's leftovers. Let's see if we can gauge if it's like just defensive, max HP. Okay, so that's like a max specially defensive Rhyperior. We're going to go out into Serena on this. We could go Bronzong, but I want to keep that healthy for Drapion as well as Hitmonlee because those are both huge threats. And let's just remove an item from something here. Okay, they just go for another Protect here. Probably just Scout, get their HP back. I can go for a Power Whip here. They don't like it too much. And if Avalugg comes out, we just go out into Bronzong or Lantern. So yeah, we'll Power Whip here. We get the Grassy Terrain boost from it as well. So let's see. 25%. Not horrible. We don't see leftovers or anything, so most likely Heavy Duty Boots. And we'll just go, I don't know which one I want to go out into here. We'll go Lantern, I think. Because either way, I think an Avalanche comes out here, and they both resist. So, and then we can pivot with Lantern. Okay, they body press. That is fine. I can Scald as well to maybe try to get a burn on it. But they might have Earthquake, which is kind of why I want to swap. But I don't think they'll have Earthquake when they have Bulu either. Could have high horsepower. So we'll flip turn. Bulu comes out, so that's really good flip turn there. And we can go back out into Typhlosion, or we can go out into Zygarde on this. We 2-hit KO with Sludge Wave, but I don't think that's the play. We'll go Typhlosion. Now, as much as I want to Focus Blast, I think that Eruption is just always the play against this Pokemon here. I don't want him to, like, stay in predicting, so... And then we'll just go back out into Serena, and we'll knock off, again, twice to maybe remove whatever Avalugg has. And then, since it's Terra Ghost, it'll do more damage. They just get their rocks up. I want to get rid of these, but I can't till Avalugg's gone, so... Alright, no boots for that anymore. And we'll go out into Bronzong this time. Because he takes less from the rocks. We have Shadow Ball to hit this, which we'll go for Shadow Ball now. Alright, Drapion comes out. We have Colbur Berry, so we're going to stay in and Flash Cannon. And that does 29%, so I'm going to figure out... Oh, and we get a Spadef drop. Awesome. I'm going to figure out if that's a defensive or offensive Drapion. Okay, so that just seems to be an adamant Drapion, and then based on my Flash Cannon damage, it looks like it's probably max HP, max attack, something like that. So at -1, we're doing a lot, so we're going to go for it. Kilowattrel comes out, and we always just go out into Lantern on this. Always, 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 even if they just U-turn. We eat that. And now we have Bulu on the field. Now we can go out into Serena. Even if they have Mega Horn, I eat that pretty well. Okay, I don't eat it pretty well, but I take 1. So yeah, we'll go out into Serena here on this now. I don't want to go Typhlosion quite yet. It's nice that we got Drapion a little bit weakened, though. Everything else, though, is not looking great so far. I need to try to get Zygarde in. That's really where I'm going to be able to break things, especially if I can get a Toxic off on Avalugg. Alright. Ooh, they read, and that's Choice Banded. That's definitely choice banded Tapu Bulu. Yeah, that's choice band. Alrighty. Well, Serena, I needed you to remove rocks, but unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. Oh, okay. I'm gonna synthesis here. I might be able to just take these hits. Oh yeah. Alright. Perfect. Iron defense. I think we go Lantern and we try to pivot from there out into something, or we can just go Bronzong and threaten this out with Shadow Ball. I'm gonna do that. He's gonna body press here. We should take one, and then we threaten this out with Shadow Ball. I also want to see how much Flash Cannon would do to it, just in case they go out into Drapion. I at least do something to it. Getting Serena back up to full, though, is awesome. I can Flash Cannon here. It does 32 to 39. The Shadow Ball does, like, 40, though. Ugh. We'll Shadow Ball. Okay, Drapion comes out. I kind of figured, but it's still chip damage on it, so we're going to let Bronzong go down here. Oh, I don't want to go Zygarde and get my Sash broken quite yet. So we know this is max HP. Does Swellow knock this out with a Boom Burst? Yes. Oh, wait, that's Avalugg, not Drapion. So I do knock Drapion out with Swellow here with a Boom Burst. The thing is, if Rhyperior comes out, I could just go Serena. I can also defog the rocks away. Yeah, let's go Swellow. Do it now. Oh, do I defog? Because Rhyperior just sets rocks again super easily. We'll Boom Burst. Alright, that's some good chip damage. Really good chip damage. And now Avalugg is going to come out. We know that it's going to come out. The problem is, I don't want Swellow to get too weak. I need these rocks gone. They're such an issue. We'll go Lantern here, because we'll be faster than Avalugg, and we can just Scald. Getting a burn on Bulu would be really nice, especially since we know it's banded. Okay, he stayed in and protected. Scald is still very threatening, though, so we're going to click it. We're getting leftovers recovery as well from this, so... Alright, let's see a burn, Lantern. Let's see a burn, please. Okay. I think I'm going to stay in on this, and I'm just going to flip turn if they Mega Horn. They close combat. Crit takes me out, but it might have just taken me out anyway from a choice banded set. Oh no, that crit mattered. Damn. Okay. So, what do I do here now? I'm in such a bad position. I think I go Zygarde. My Focus Sash will get put back by the grassy terrain, and I'm going to Toxic on the Avalugg coming out here because I need to get that thing poisoned. It's a huge threat. Don't miss, please. Okay. So that's poisoned. So now I just need to stall it out. We'll go Serena here. Ooh, okay. They have Toxic of their own. I'll just knock off. Just start chipping this thing down. It's alright if we get Toxic. And their Hitmonlee in the back is probably gonna win, but can't do much about it. We'll knock off again here. I want a Rapid Spin, but I just can't make that prediction on this. Toxic damage is really starting to rack up on it, though. Alright, so Kilowattrel comes out. Remove whatever you have. Heavy Duty Boots. They're probably going to U-turn here, so I can't just click Rapid Spin on this. I can go out into Zygarde or Typhlosion, because I think I need to just let go of the idea of getting Eruption damage off. We're going to go Typhlosion, because I need to reset the Toxic timer on Serena as well. Ooh, they Air Slash. I could have taken one of those. Let's click Focus Blast here. I hate clicking inaccurate moves, especially Focus Blast. My first ever draft league, I had a Typhlosion. First battle, I missed like 5 Focus Blasts with it. It was horrible. So I've just not liked to use it ever since, but gotta do what we gotta do here. Definitely on the back foot hard, but I knew I was gonna struggle with Drapion, and I haven't even had to see the Hitmonlee yet. Alright, come on, Typhlosion. Never drafting you again, dude. You're so bad. Oh, man. Alright. We'll go Serena here. Oh, we're not doing any damage to this thing now either. But it can't stay in forever. Another crit. Oh, my goodness. Please, stop. Please. I'm gonna defog here just because I want my Focus Sash on Zygarde. I guess we can just go out to it here. Awesome. Okay, that worked. It's 1,000 arrows. Into Sledge Wave. I get to show it off. And this might even KO from this range. Let's see it. Let's see it, Zygarde. Come on. Alright. 72%. Not bad. Not bad. And nothing can really come out here on it, so, because Kilowattrel, I'm pretty sure, is in range of extreme speed, which is cool. Okay, Hitmonlee. Takes nothing. Alright. We're getting swept by this now. Again, though, I knew this thing's such a threat. GG's to Chants. It was a good battle. I mean, I won't say it was a good battle, because I played really bad. They played great, though. They played absolutely fantastic. I knew I was going to have a really rough time trying to break through this team. Really hate to see a 6-0, but it is what it is. That Avalugg was just not getting broken down. And same with Rhyperior. Protect with Leftovers and Grassy Terrain worked really well for them. So, yeah, GG's. If you enjoy, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys all later. Peace.